What's going on, guys? It is Brad or DemonAsylum here. Long time no see. I hope you're all doing well. I'm not sure if any of you guys have heard my voice recently, unless you've been in one of my recent live streams. The answer to that is probably no. But regardless, you may notice that I sound a bit different here, and that is likely due to the fact that I'm using a new mic, the Blue Yeti. So it's probably going to take a couple videos at least for me to get audio levels and everything in sort of a sweet spot. But if you could take a second to let me know in the comment section how you think this mic sounds as of this video, I would very much appreciate it. So basically, as most of us know, for Destiny players at least anyway, we have a big update coming out tomorrow, September 8th, and that is going to be for 2.0. Now, this is going to mark the day that Destiny has been out for a full year, and therefore this update is going to be the Kickstarter for what puts us into year 2 of Destiny. With that being said, there's a lot of changes coming and a lot of information that I personally feel is good to know prior to the update coming out. So with that being said, I wanted to make a video here giving you guys all that information, starting with how big the update's going to be for each console and therefore how much space you're going to need free on that console. So if you're wondering before even that when this update is supposed to come out tomorrow, we don't know exactly. Usually it's around noon or 1 p.m. Eastern time that these updates drop, but it definitely could be different considering this is such a big update. So this is going to be for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One around 18 gigabytes of hard drive space, and of course you're going to need that free. If you're on PlayStation 3 for Destiny, you're going to need 20 gigabytes of hard drive space free to download and then install the update, and once the update is fully installed, you will only need around 10 gigabytes free, and if you're playing on Xbox 360, you'll need around 10 gigabytes of hard drive space free. Now into the actual information for the changes with the update. Just a couple things to get out of the way because I'm going to be going through a list here from last week's weekly update for Destiny. Some things that weren't listed in there. The new gunsmith bounties and everything with him is going to be added into the game this Wednesday, so you can start working towards the gunsmith bounties and such from the tower starting in 2 days from now on the 9th. And then aside from that, there's going to be no weekly activities for Destiny this week. Once the reset hits tomorrow with this new 2.0 update, there's not going to be any weekly Nightfall Strike. There's not going to be any weekly Heroic Strike. I assume there will still be dailies. There is likely not going to be Trials of Osiris this weekend. That would just be my guess. That's what people are saying. But yeah, those are things that are not going to be around this week. Trials of Osiris is, of course, going away. For anybody who didn't know, Iron Banner is also going away. It's only going to be temporary. I think they just want us to have a handful of time to sort of do nothing but really focus on playing Taken King, and then probably about a month or month and a half down the road after Taken King has come out, when we're starting to sort of get bored, they'll throw Trials of Osiris and Iron Banner back in the mix to continue to give us something fresh for content. And of course those will obviously come with new sets of gear and all that sort of cool stuff, so you guys can definitely look forward to that just like I am. Now, aside from all that, into actual information here, I will let you guys know if there's certain things that is likely going to be coming with Taken King and not this update tomorrow that's listed here. But we start with the general topic of characters. Character level cap for all players will be raised to 34. Level cap for the Taken King will be 40, as we know. You will be able to level up gaining XP alone. I'm not sure if you'll be able to start doing that tomorrow with the update. If you do, of course, you'll be able to get to 34 through just XP. Character level and light are now separate statistics. Your character level will be grandfathered into your highest possible light level from all gear in your inventory and vault. Attack and defense ratings for armor and weapons will be translated to the new systems. Their power levels will be unchanged. Grimoire score has been moved from the character nameplate and now displays in the character screen. Most all the stuff there regarding your level probably won't change completely until Taken King has come out. I don't think it's really that big of a difference either way anyway, aside from the level cap going up to 40. With Taken King, it did specifically say that, so we definitely won't see the level cap increase to 40 until Taken King, but most of this other stuff with levels we probably won't see change until Taken King either, which is not a big deal. The Grimoire score being moved from the nameplate to the character screen, that could definitely change with the update tomorrow. But yeah, moving on to the quests here, we have a quest screen will be added to your menu, tracks all active quests, abandoned quests can be recovered in the Hall of Guardians, and Year 1 activities have been converted to the quest system. All of this stuff will be coming with the update tomorrow, just so you guys are aware. So that's something to look forward to. Also, something I didn't note in there, but it will note in this next topic of bounties, is that bounty slots will be increased to 16, and complete year 1 bounties will be auto abandoned on 9/8, which is tomorrow, the 2.0 update day, in preparation for launch of the Taken King. Incomplete year 1 exotic bounties are auto completed with their respective vendors. Year 1 bounties issued by Eris will be retired, and reputation with Crota's Bane can continue to be earned by completing quests in the Taken King. Moving on now to the tower, collections have been added to the tower. Emblems and shaders can be found near Eva Levante. Maybe that's Levant, I'm not honestly sure. Ships can be found near Amanda Holiday. Exotic armor and weapon blueprint added to the tower. You will now have the blueprint for all exotics you own in your collection. Report to the Vanguard in the Hall of Guardians. I'm not sure if all of this stuff is going to be coming with the update tomorrow. I don't see why it wouldn't. It doesn't seem like it's a big deal to have us be given a week before the Taken King. It's not like they're giving us all the extra vault space yet. That makes sense to come out with the DLC itself, of course. Onto inventory, most of lights will be used to grant XP to weapons and armor. Class-specific armor materials will be deprecated in favor of a unified armor material. Vanguard Quartermaster Ronnie-9940 will exchange old materials for armor material. They actually added an update to this as an edit in the post for the weekly updates, as this change takes effect on 9/15. So it's specifically edited that that last change regarding the Vanguard Quartermaster will be coming on 9/15, which makes me think that the other ones it listed will likely be coming tomorrow. Next is the weapons and armor, saying that the revised sandbox balance will be in effect based on our previous analysis. Of course, this refers to all of the nerfs and buffs, just changes in general coming to all of the weapons in Destiny. So really looking forward to seeing how that takes an effect on the game, both in PvP as well as PvE, and finding out what the new best guns are going to be. For the world, all we have is Fallen Wolf Hunt patrols will retreat in anticipation of the arrival of Oryx in your solar system. This, of course, refers to what came out with the House of Wolves DLC, a new little public event when you go to certain areas on the Earth, Venus, or the Moon, where wolves appear and they drop down, and if you take them all out in the few waves, and then the final major from the waves, an ether chest will appear somewhere in the area, and then, of course, you can go and get the rewards from it. So that is the main list of changes that we have for things changing tomorrow with the 2.0 update, or a couple of which are exceptions that won't be coming until the Taken King, such as the level cap being increased to 40, or a couple that had been specifically updated to say they won't be coming until the 15th. There is one other thing here on this thread, though, that I want to let you guys know about. It says, what's leaving Destiny when you download the 2.0 update? And there's two things here. The first one is Vanguard and Crucible marks. Activities when you previously earned Vanguard and Crucible marks will now grant legendary marks. On Tuesday, your current Vanguard and Crucible marks will be converted into faction commendations. However, since this weekly update has gone live, which was again last Thursday, if I didn't already mention that, it now says as an update, this change takes effect on 9/15. So while it looks like this was originally planned to take effect tomorrow with the 2.0 update, it is now saying it's updated to change and take effect on the 15th when the Taken King releases. The other thing here, though, is going to take effect tomorrow with the 2.0 update, and that is the Elder Cipher will no longer drop upon completion of the Skulless Challenge Arena and the Prison of Elders. The exotic items offered with the Elder Cipher will now have a chance to drop from the Prison of Elders treasure chest. So of course the Elder Cipher is an exotic bounty exclusive to the Prison of Elders activity. You were able to get it from finishing level 35, or I think even level 34, not entirely sure about that. I personally got all of mine from 35, but regardless, they're getting rid of this exotic bounty and making it so the 3 exotic weapons you were able to choose from after completing the bounty are now obtainable from the Prison of Elders treasure chest. It's likely able to be gotten from, or rather likely able to be obtained from any of the difficulties, so it could be 35, it could be 34, 32, or even the 28 matchmaking, just like any other exotic you could get from the chest on any of the difficulties. I do believe that about covers everything coming out with the 2.0 update tomorrow. There may be a couple pieces of information that were not part of this video that may still be known, but this is definitely the bulk of it, and this is straight from Bungie in their weekly update that came out last Thursday. I'll of course make sure to put a link to this in the description if you guys want to check it out. And if you have any questions, you can feel free to post them in the comment section below, and I will reply to you and try to answer them to the best of my abilities, or direct you somewhere with further information if I can't. But that's about it. Again, it's good to be back, guys, and I hope you are all doing well. If you've enjoyed this video, feel free to drop a like on it down below and subscribe for many more Destiny videos to come. Thanks for watching, everyone, and peace out.